originally it was established by my mom in 1983 in India, and it was a response to she and her sisters are also artists, and they were invited to perform in some group, and they were not treated properly. So it was a response saying that this is how you should be treating art and the artist. That was the original reason the company was established in 83. I started in 97 back again in India. When I came here, I was very much interested in kind of giving voice and opportunity to the artists who are born and brought up in this country, because a lot of times I was put into a very different narrative. Sometimes I was put in a narrative that we cannot give you the opportunity because you're from India and now you're living here. And sometimes I was given a narrative that, oh, you are not from here, so we cannot kind of give you this opportunity. So I had this like a no man's land kind of situation. So the original ethos was similar, to kind of give that importance, the correct way of treating an art and artists, irrespective where they come from, what are they, as long as they are an artist, you should be kind of having a certain way of communications with them and expectations from them, and not just as someone who has either been living here or not living here. That should not matter. So yeah. I moved here in 2003, and my first class started in London and in Milton Keynes simultaneously. It was kind of reaching out in the communities, starting kind of inviting. Similarly, in London, I started teaching with an institution called Shishukunj, and then kind of again have started having my own classes separately, and I used to teach at the place, and then kind of started moving, and now I have a space. So the intention of kind of working with from the grassroots was always there, kind of something which I used to do back in India as well. I was teaching there in my teachers organization. So it was something which I very much was interested in offering back to the community. Something which I used to do a lot at that time was kind of offering workshops in schools, lecture demonstrations, which was quite popular when I came here in 2003 till up to 2011-12. It was very, very kind of in thing, where you are kind of doing a lecture demonstration to the whole school, and I probably must have done dozens of them over the years, not only in Milton Keynes and in London, but also across UK, where I was partnering with organizations such as Surdhwani, which was in Wolverhampton, and then Academy in London, and kind of Sampad in Birmingham, and kind of going to different places and talking about the art form, kind of giving them knowledge about them, about the origins of the Kathak, and kind of spreading the work. So the intention of kind of involving community was always there from the beginning of the organization. Something which I have always felt very strongly is about using the grammar of the art form. Something which always has been a very constant. I don't claim and I've not learned contemporary dance. So for me to whatever I come up as a movement is all embedded in the art form of Kathak, which is what my training is. So that has been one of the most strongest pillar when I'm creating work, because that's where the origin of a movement has come from. The origin of a concept, it may not have started from an autobiographical intention, but I have realized that knowingly, unknowingly, it has become very autobiographical. It has become something which I have observed in the society, even if it is not for me, even if something which is not talking about myself or my experience, but it is something more to do with what I have observed within the society. So it has linked to my perception and trying to open up and kind of talking about my point of view. So that is another second something, a very strong pillar which I feel has been there. Music, and finding a very different way of collaborating every time. Something which I have started doing since 2018 is trying to use musicians in a very interesting way. They become the part of the piece, and they are integrated within the presentation, and they become the performer, and which can have a title of physical theatre, but Kathak art form, which is predominantly an art form of storytelling, has that kind of feature available to its disposal to kind of use that to your strength. Something which, while I have been reflecting for this 20 years, something which I thought has come into my creation set was only from 2018, but I have realized that since 2003 or 2005, what I have been creating, the set has been knowingly, unknowingly a part of what I have been creating. It might not have been a very prominent, interactive way, but how it has been being presented, how you're presenting work has been a very integral part of Pagrav's work. So yeah, these are, I would say, the strong pillars when I'm creating work. Teaching has been a very integral part of Pagrav's work, something which I've been doing it even before the company was established. Over the years, we have seen a very significant 3 areas of artist development, and we have kind of named then these 3 areas. One is youth company, which we are calling it Arohi, which is for dancers aged between 11 and 18, and it is giving them skills to develop their performing qualities, giving them more performing opportunities, something which we recently also tried as a part of 20 years was giving them opportunity to choreograph on professional dancers, something which we are really looking forward to develop it more. The second area which we really work is a pre-professional company, something which is very specific to Indian classical art forms. That area we are trying to kind of address more and more opportunities where they get more solid training to get and they start getting encouraged to think as a company. We have named them NAD, which means sound, and the third, which is a professional company, which is professional development, which we are naming it Oxygen, which is specifically giving them masterclasses, coaching, mentoring, to just look at their practice. What is it within their practice they are interested to develop? What is it that they are interested in exploring, but at the same time not have pressure of creating work? We are at the moment also looking into Oxygen 2.0, what we are calling, where we are looking into giving them, helping them with our resources of the company and helping them being a co-producing partner in their work, where they will be pitching us an idea and we will be kind of seeing if that is something which we would like to co-produce. So where we give them all the supports from producing to marketing to helping them to kind of deliver the program. I think it's very important to have a good artist, a high quality artist. When I say high quality artist, not necessarily artists who are amazing at what they are doing, but also who is very open, who is very giving in the process, who is open to work in a very collaborative way, who is open for criticism, open at the same time, open for new ideas. I think any collaboration will only work strengths if both the collaborators are happy to take criticism. Yes, the quality of the artist is extremely important, but at the same time, I genuinely also feel that artists have to be very open in this kind of process. I think sustaining for 20 years is one of the biggest achievement, I would say. I think creating an amazing Pagrav family, and which is kind of increasing. But I would say the greatest achievement of Pagrav is inspiring now, I would say, 8 artists who have taken up dance full time. Is something which I take very pride in. A lot of these artists are not only working as dancers for the company, but they are also teaching for the company. They also themselves create their own work. They are amazing collaborators. They are happy in each other's success. So creating a very healthy environment is something which I would say I'm really proud of, where Pagrav has been able to enable that, to make that happen. Next, it's a very, very, very ambitious piece of work, which I'm collaborating with an amazing visual artist called Hiten Patel. I have collaborated with that artist before, creating an outdoor piece of work called Deva. Now we are working on a piece called Khoj, which means quest, and it's a quest about finding oneself, not only from where they come from, but also as an artist, as a dancer, as a Kathak dancer. What is it? Trying to answer the question, who am I and where I come from. We will be premiering that work in 2027. So really excited about that. Alongside with this very new ambitious work, definitely all the 3 strands of the artist development will be still continuing. The ground work of teaching the community, delivering workshops, will be definitely kind of continuing. We have also recently launched a new program called Kathak Elixir, which is Arts and Health program in partnership with Milton Keynes Arts Health, where we will be delivering a program specifically for cancer patients and survivors of cancer and carers of cancer. And we hope to kind of take that beyond Milton Keynes and also kind of beyond cancer patients. So that is something which we really look forward for. Having constant dialogue, not only with the people around, meeting interesting people, but also having dialogue with yourself, which kind of challenges you. Anytime I feel that, oh my God, what will I do? I really take a plunge. Okay, let's do that, because it scares me. Anything which scares me makes me motivated, keeps me going, but also more than anything else, getting inspired by the next generation. They have got so much to offer. Looking at the wide spectrum of life everyone has to offer, and kind of open to learn from that. Because if you keep yourself closed, I don't think you can progress. So.